It's fine.
There we go.
Hi.
Hi. All right. Let's try. I'm going to send the request to Tony again. How's it going?
It's going.
There we go.
Oh, look at the four of us. I'm hugging you.
There we go. That's better. I have no idea why. Instagram does that, and like one of the followers said it is a full moon, so there's that too.
That makes
There you go.
the kind of
All right.
day we've been having.
Same. I just got off work not that long ago, and it was interesting today.
Yeah. The best Friday where you get to say, "Oh, I'm so glad we're done."
I know. I fully agree with that. Yeah. So for those who don't know, would you mind introducing yourselves and just letting me know what you guys play as well?
Do what? Left
Ladies
to right?
first.
Ladies first. Okay. I am the vocals or lead vocals and lyricist of the band Jamina, which is this group of four here. And I'm going to kick it off to the person off our screen so that we can then...
I'm Tony. I play drums for Jamina, and I also record us.
Yeah.
Why me? Oh, I'm Charles. I play bass. I do vocals, backing vocals, harsh vocals for Jamina.
Ooh.
Lost my voice, but I am
Oh.
still the player.
Oh yeah, the guitar player.
The-
Yeah, there was a point where there was a couple points we have more than one. So, yeah, you're the guitar player, the guy.
That's awesome.
What was that? Paul, I couldn't hear you.
Something K, not nice, mister.
It's okay. It's okay. So how did you guys get started?
Ooh.
Let's take care of that one.
Tony, because you have a voice, we'll let you do that one.
I'll do it. We started back in 2005 as a different band on its own. We met, myself and Paul met through a mutual friend, and we got to jamming and we really got along. And we kind of did our thing for a bit, and then I started writing music. And one day I told our old guitarist, Gus, I'm like, dude, I have all this music and I kind of want to start playing again. And he's like, well, Paul got married and his wife sings. You might want to hit him up. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. And Jamina came from there. Puppy.
Yeah. This is Ducky. He was just under my feet, so it's like, I'm gonna pick you up because I don't know what you're doing.
But yeah,
All right.
that's the short story.
That's awesome.
And then we are the main, I guess, three lineup of Tony, me, and Paul started in like July of 2016.
Right.
And then going at it ever since. A couple of changes like around the trio of us, but we've been the ones steady through.
That's awesome. Yeah, do you have a creative process when you guys are like writing songs and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the creative process it varies. It all depends. Like we each come with ideas. Like sometimes Tony will flesh something out in full, and then we add our little bits and pieces. And then like I'm basically the one of the newest members to join Jamina. So when I got in, I was kind of feeling everybody out. But now that I've been in for a couple years, I'll throw out ideas, I'll send it to everybody, and then it's like, hey, what do you think? Do you like this? And then from there, sometimes it'll start as one thing and end as a completely different idea. which has happened on a lot of iterations at this point.
Yeah, thank God for Dropbox. Tony lives like an hour away from the rest of us. We live super close to, well, I live with you, but we live super close to each other. And so they'll record ideas, you know, put it in a folder. We have a band chat, say, hey, can you listen to it? And then, you know, once they have, for the most part, built the foundation, then I will take a stab at it, because I like to play off of, like, you know, some of the notes that they might be harmonizing with each other. And then I'll go about kind of just adding melody without lyrics, or I'll freestyle lyrics. It depends on what I'm feeling from the song. And then we go from there. And if it happens organically in person, which that happened a lot like pre-COVID, then, you know, phone voice memos just in a studio, praying that we could hear what was happening, just to duplicate it. But a lot of it is really just everybody owns their part really well. Everybody's open to constructive criticism too, so it's actually a pretty simple process. Yeah, Tony's also our drum major, basically, so he reins everything in.
So Tony is like the heart of the band, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. It's just like, you know, when you have so many like creative people together, it could start to like draw any other way. So I feel like my job in the band is not necessarily to like it's just to kind of like try to keep the entity of Jamina being its own little thing,
right,
and not go too far towards anybody. But
well, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because if it was up to me, we would literally be protesting.
Who is the inspiration behind Jamina? Like, do you have a specific genre of music that you turn to?
Super simple. I'm sorry to take over this one. It's all Sleep Token and Nickelback.
Wait, no.
Everybody shits on Nickelback.
That's obviously.
I like Nickelback, but they're definitely not an influence. Come on, guys. As the lyricist and melody writer, I'm just like, how does he fit so many words in one line? What? Listen. Again, from that perspective. But I know that when we first became a band, obviously Paul and Tony had played previously, and there was definitely a lot of early 2000s metal. Then I come in with an influence of Evanescence, and some like symphonic metal, some like, you know, alternative and other things. So R&B stuff. So we again, so it's we each came in with a lot of different influences, which kind of created a melting pot. And then as a band, we listened heavily to Tesseract for the first album. Like heavy. we were all like, this is great, this is what we need to do. But yeah, I don't know if there's any one particular band that influences us as a whole.
Yeah, I can definitely hear the Evanescence comparison though.
Yeah.
With some of the ones that I was listening to, I'm like, ooh, I really, really like this.
I think if you were to dissect each other's parts, you would be able to hear our influences, where it's at, and the fact, like Britt said, we could make it a melting pot of the new metal to melodic metal to the prog all together. It's like it's all there.
And then what I've noticed is that depending on the lineup per se, like their early stuff, it definitely had a lot more influence. But as a lot of people know, that we're working on our second album right now, and with the second record, since we were all at a different stage, we were all listening to different things at the time. There's definitely influence that has applied and kind of shifted the sound, while still
Mhm.
staying within the same vein. So everybody's able to bring in their influences with compromising the overall sound of the band as itself.
Yeah. I think he went downstairs. No, he didn't. He's upstairs. He's brand new, so he's like not quite sure how to do stairs yet.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, sometimes it's just easier to hold because you know where they are.
Exactly. You get up here.
Do this
Yes,
again. I dunk
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, Jen, I told you that was going to happen. No. Well, you want to ask questions too? So, with you guys having the second album coming out and everything, do you have any upcoming shows that are happening that you can talk about within your limit?
Yeah, no, there's no limits. We're actually a pretty, I guess you could say like really transparent band. We're excited when we do things. We are like unsigned, so anything is happening just really with the four of us. So there's not like another entity that be wary of. So there's nothing scheduled right now. But we are open to booking for the next couple of months.
Mhm.
I'm expecting baby number 2. So
Congratulations.
that is going to arrive about June. So I think we'll probably we just killed it at Black Flamingo. Thank you. We were there.
There you go.
So future ones, we'll see.
Thanks,
But we were just at Flamingo on Saturday.
Yeah.
On this past Saturday. So that was really awesome. It was our first show for like several months.
Yeah.
It was a while. And it's not that we weren't booking, we just, we have all full-time jobs. We're also writing and recording, finding the time we can. So we really just take things as they come to us rather than reaching out at the moment. But yeah, we're going to be still able to perform until like beginning of May, I assume. We had a show in Orlando when I was pregnant with my first child, and I was like 8 months on stage. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Jen would like to know what your favorite song is to perform. If you have one.
Yeah, it's a different one for the most part.
Tony, what's yours?
Man, it sounds fun on drums. It sounds funny because I used to hate this song, but we will win. Just because I get to mess with it's only because I get to mess with them though. But yeah, it's a fun song.
Yeah.
Well, when I started in the band, my favorite song to perform live is a song that we barely play. So it was Icarus, and Icarus still has a soft spot. But I think as of now, my favorite one as a whole is the whole Emerald City Suite, because basically it's a song collection that they started before I joined the band, and it's kind of ongoing. So we just wrote the third part for it, and the third part I was actually able to write for it and give like my own give my own feeling to the bass parts, and
Right.
it's a song that I'm very proud of. It is it is kind of my baby because that bass line is in a nutshell me.
Yeah, and that one's called Escape. So you have Emerald City, there's an instrumental song, The Dream, then Emerald City, The Search, then Emerald City, The Find. All three of those are on our already released album. And the next song doesn't have Emerald City in the title, but it definitely has the feel, and it's Escape. We will, it's funny because it's like one of our like heavier, faster tempoed songs, so I know why that was a total pain in the butt for Tony before. Paul, what's your favorite song to play?
We Will Win is my favorite. It's my baby. I wrote that one. Kind of told Tony what I wanted for the drums, and he did, and he hates me for it every time. But it's my baby. It's really my influence as a guitar player. If you listen to it, you know exactly where it's coming from, and it's fun. It's like the anthem of us that I really appreciate and love, and then we also have Brush Up, which is one of our new songs that I'm really appreciating.
That's one of our newer, everybody's doing everything at once songs. Yeah, Brescia is really fun. Brescia is one of those songs that I pretty much just freestyled over what they had pretty solidly written, and just listened back and changed a couple words and was like, this works. And so it's weird because it's just constant lyrics, because it was full. And Tony's like, you need to do more stuff like this. I'm like, okay. So that's pretty fun live. We performed it at Propaganda in Lake Worth a few months back. And we performed it this past Saturday night at Black Flamingo, and it was really fun. But I think there's so many good songs, but I think one of my favorite songs to perform is Holding On, because I think it's really easy for the people who are attending the shows to catch on to the melody quickly. It's really nice to have people singing back from the crowd.
Yeah.
And there's a large whoa part in the bridge, and we're building, and I'm asking people, daring people to sing with me. So I think that one becomes like a really nice little party, and it means a lot to us too. So I would say that one's nice to perform and feel all the energy in the room.
That's awesome. Has anything crazy happened to you while you, or like during your shows?
So
that you can talk about.
So as a part of Jamina, I don't think we had anything too crazy. I've been playing, like 20 plus years, so I've got stories that I've had I was a part of a cover band. We were down in, what was it, Riverside somewhere, and we were playing, and I'm seeing everybody kind of balancing, having fun, and I happen to look up, and something caught my eye, and it's coming towards me. I'm like, the hell is that? And then I realized it's a slice of pizza, and it hit me right in the face. Like someone threw a slice of pizza at me, like out of nowhere, and I just, it was just one of those slow motion moments. I was just like, what is that? It's a pizza, Paul, it's a pizza. And it just hit me, and I was like, I got hit by a pizza. And the weirdest thing was that the singer was just laughing so hard that he actually kind of like walked up, did the whole like, yummy, and I'm like, you're disgusting. I don't know where that's been.
In someone's hand? Yeah.
It's a new one.
So there's been a couple of like interesting moments before our sets, like one of our old band members dropping an amp head, and then us finding a combo amp behind a dusty curtain to play out of. So that happened one time. There was no pineapple on it, right? There was no pineapple on it. But something that happened at Poorhouse, Fort Lauderdale, I remember, like, I was pretty much in front of the stage. I wasn't on the small stage, and because we had like 4 guys on the stage. That was when we had 2 guitarists. Mm-hmm. So I was on the floor, I'm singing, I'm like headbanging, and I didn't know that there was a drunk dude very close to me because like my head's down, and he like pretty much was spilling his drink really close to me. So the other people were trying to like get my attention to make sure I didn't step on what he spilled. And then he was like really enthusiastically close, which I didn't know the context. So I'm just like jamming out with this dude. And then I'm seeing the faces of people like kind of keeping an eye on him. And I'm like, okay, let's somewhere dry, and eventually he left. He
Yeah.
literally like had his flashlight on, took a video, dropped his beer, spilt it near me, and then left. It was weird.
That is definitely weird. Thank God you're okay. I mean,
I think
yeah.
again, like I haven't been in the band that long,
Mhm.
but literally played that show. We played a show at Poorhouse after I joined, and it wasn't during our set. It was right after our set. There was like this girl. She was heavily intoxicated.
Oh yeah.
And she was literally she goes up to the next band that was coming on after us, and she comes up and she basically like grabs the microphone and just starts yelling obscenities into the microphone, basically telling people to go screw themselves.
It's karaoke
It's
night.
karaoke night, and I'm just like,
and her friends are right by the stage, like encouraging her, and all the poor gentlemen trying to set up here are like, they're like, it's a lady, like I don't know what to do. So then I'm going up to her like, hey, I think we should get off, and I'm telling her friends like, get your friend, because you guys are, you know.
Come collect this. You need to take this back.
Yeah.
Like,
it was one of those things that like I'm not a tall woman, but I'm thick. So like she was thin enough that I was like, all right, if she doesn't get off, I'll carry her off. Like not a fight or anything, but I will just like you need to move. So sorry that happened to you guys in Falsetta because that was the band that was up. They were such gentlemen about it. But yeah, I forgot about that.
that was a funny.
I don't even know if it was the same night.
that's intense.
Yeah. Tony, what about
Jen would like to know if you had any pre-show rituals or anything like that when you guys are done too.
Pre-show rituals?
Panic.
Oh yeah, like I'm having a full-on meltdown before we play. Until the first note is played, you'll see me pacing and just going, everything's all right, everything's all right, everything's all right. And then Paul at one point he turns around, and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not okay." And then first note rings out, and my whole face just changes. Where it's like, okay.
I don't know
You'll be
as
okay.
a band if we have a pre-show ritual besides stretching because we need to. So like the guys will be stretching their arms. I'm trying to stretch my neck because I know I'm gonna feel it in the morning. Makeup in the car. Well that's beautiful actually. Me putting eyeliner on them, that's something they just recently adopted as their show look.
On the two sitting on the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take full claim.
Yeah. But honestly, they actually, you can't tell in this video, they're very far away, but they both have like brown hazel eyes. So it makes them pop. It's
just a little bit of eyeliner.
They look beautiful.
They look beautiful. But yeah, I think like we snack, we hydrate, we stretch, and we Tony, what's your observation?
Well, I personally try not to eat before because that usually goes bad. Hydrate.
Yeah.
I blank out before too. I forget all the songs until we start to play them.
Oh no.
And then I'm like, all right, yeah, I remember these songs. It's just panic mode with John.
Yeah.
But we all get into like this like weird serious mode, and we all just like we keep on going around each other, and we're just like, "You good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool." Walk up to the next person. You good? You good? Yeah, I'm good. Next person. Yeah, you good? You good? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
All feel like we're gonna forget all of our parts. Like I think that's the panic. There's so many times that I'm like, "What if I forget all the words?" And they're like, "You wrote them. We've been performing them for years now." And I'm like, "But what if I forget?" So yeah, we just try to hold it together, support each other, and then we get on and become different people, like our personas. I saw the question of do we sell merch? We do.
Yes.
More. We have a couple shirts, but we are running really low on certain sizes. So if anybody's interested in merch, feel free to chat us, let us know, and we'll try to get another run going, especially a new line based on some of our newer songs. That's something that we've been wanting to put out. So in the past, it was fun. We had some merch. One of our friends does like hand keychains for us, bracelets. Like that was like a limited run thing, but that was actually really nice. But yeah, we have shirts.
Awesome. What is the best way to support you guys? Like through streaming, like obviously going to shows as well. Just things like that.
All of it.
Yes.
Come to shows, stream, share
Yeah.
us, tell your friends about us.
I think that like the whole word of mouth, getting people to share our content on socials, if they come to a show, to post videos or pictures and tag us, that's going to bring people to how they can stream us.
Okay.
Helps, but it doesn't because so yeah, coming out to shows and all that happen when people know what we're doing. So following us on social media, sharing our posts or tagging us is probably the best way to support.
Awesome.
We are, I would have to say, a live band. To really get who we are, you have to come see us live, and having videos and the pictures and tagging, like that helps a lot, for sure.
Absolutely. Now, are you on all social platforms? Like, are you on, I know you're on Instagram, obviously, but like TikTok and Facebook?
We have a TikTok.
We
have a Facebook. I don't think we have a Twitter.
We don't have a
Twitter. Is it Twitter or X?
I'm not calling it X.
Who knows anymore?
I'm never calling it X. That will never be called X in my book. It is forever Twitter. I die on this hill.
Yeah, we definitely we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have TikTok, and we do have a website. It's just jamina.rock. Actually, ROCKS. So that is a good place that links our music and our socials. Remember, there's no .com, so it's just jamina.rocks.
Perfect. And also, Jen is asking, what do you do for fun outside of music?
Ooh.
I think it's hard because we're all kind of on top of being musicians.
We're nerds as well.
Oh yeah.
So for myself, I love movies. I love comics. So I also draw. So I do a lot of art for the band I do. So that's a lot of fun time. But yeah, our kid is 90%.
Yeah. So besides having fun with people much younger than us that are relatives, we like to watch. He loves anime. We love like Star Wars superheroes. Avatar: The Last Airbender just came out and it's amazing.
I have to yet to watch it, so I will.
It is. We only saw like the first few episodes, but we're show watchers, we're movie watchers, we're artists. Really? What? So yeah, we're pretty. I guess you could say we're pretty eclectic people. And then when it comes to going out, we don't really do that much. We'll go and support a local band, but beyond that, we're pretty much like homebodies. I like mini golf. Tony loves to make fun of me about it. I'm like, dude, let's just open a mini golf place.
I don't make fun of you. I love it too. I support
Tony,
it.
what do you do for fun?
Besides going to the gun range, watching movies and playing video games.
Yeah.
Oh, video games. Yeah.
Legit.
Oh, yeah. Video games is actually a huge one, I think, across the board.
Yeah, and that's how they get to play together. Like, since Tony lives so far, Paul will be like, oh yeah, the guys want me to hop on. And then I'll know I'm going to watch TV elsewhere. And he will be with his headset, just like playing with all of them and one of our old bandmates as well. So it's actually, like, from my perspective, really cute to watch. I'm like, look at you having guy time. Here I am avoiding the giant girls group chat that I have. Like, thanks, ladies. In summary, nerdy home buddies.
That's awesome though, because like, I mean, it's fun going out and stuff like that too, right? But if like you can have fun at home, or if you just that's what you want to do is stay at home and do whatever, do it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely adorable. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much us. Like, we're really chill people. We're friendly. We'll take anyone, you know, and we'll hang out. Our personalities don't really have a lot of like other personalities that clash with them. We're pretty easygoing. So like, you have a show, as long as we're available, and again the whole kid thing, as long as that works out, we'll come support. And other than that, come on over, we'll cook for you. Like it's super simple.
That's awesome. You guys sound like you're a lot of fun to hang out with, and yeah, he is not happy at the moment, so I apologize.
That's okay.
It's all good.
Can you share one of the earliest musical memories that has stayed with you, like whether it's from a fan or from a show that you guys did?
Earliest music.
With or just musical memories.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like it's just musical memory in general, or yeah.
Well, as far as me, like I've been doing music almost my whole life. Like I grew up playing music with cousins and all that stuff. And then when I got into high school, I was in every band that there was in school. So I was in marching band and symphonic and jazz band and chorus and all of that stuff. So music was always pretty important in my life, even in college and then after college. And I've always had music around me. But the biggest memory, I guess, that I can say was my mom, weirdly enough, took me to a Mark Anthony concert when I was,
Right.
and I think that was the day where I realized, okay, I want to do music because everybody was melting for Mark Anthony, and I was just staring at the backing back, just going off. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Tony, I know
Oh,
you've
easy. You
been
want to
big.
play salsa?
We'll watch you.
Watch me play salsa.
I have a super early musical memory where I remember in kindergarten telling my kindergarten teacher that I wanted to record a song because in our media center we had like set players and recorders. So don't know why I ended up telling my teacher that, but she was very supportive, and so she let me like rent one out from the media center and try to like record myself on a little cassette tape, just like ad libbing into it.
Right.
And then also like pre 6 years old, there was a little book that my mom and I would keep where I would like sing songs to her and she was my scribe. So I've been writing lyrics since like I can remember, literally. So it's something I'm like, wow, I hope my kids do that. Like, so.
Yeah, like I said, he was just eating. He was in his kennel, so now he's like, no, I'm done. I want out now. This is all night.
No.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's only the third day with him. He'll get used to it. What's that?
Dog or a toddler. Loop earplugs, keeping you from being overstimulated since I don't know when they start. We're not
Right?
sponsored at all, but
Yeah, this is my life now. I did it with the sheepdog. Now I'm doing it with this one too. Hey, there's Miguel.
Miguelito.
Tony, do you have an early musical memory?
Shoot. I mean, I've been playing since I'm 5, so there's a lot in there. I guess that a musical memory that I shared and that like is always in the back of my head is playing at Tobacco Road with my niece when we had like our old version of the band, Still Wishing.
Mhm.
It was just kind of cool to like be able to jam with my niece and then play at a place that was legendary, and I was gone. So
Yeah.
it's a nice little memory.
Rest in
Rest
Rest in peace,
the
Tobacco
really good.
Road.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna try shutting the door to see if that's a little better.
And sadly enough, like one of the things that we lost is how we all kind of, you guys knew each other before, but basically this iteration, I guess you could thank one of the things that we lost, which was Churchill's.
Yeah.
Because I actually
Yeah.
met Tony, funnily enough, at Churchill's.
Yeah.
And then after that, I met Paul and Britt at Churchill's. And we just all kind of stayed in communication throughout the years, and then it kind of happened.
Yeah.
At Kryptonite Middle Size.
We got so many people. That was like the spot for like a lot of our friends that are also music. You know, you end up knowing the parking guy and being like, why do I have to pay $5 if I'm playing? But whatever, just don't let anybody break into it. So
Yeah.
it was our little grimy place.
It was our little Mecca.
Yeah.
I mean, the bathrooms work, but it was our little Mecca.
Yeah, I learned really quickly that I shouldn't wear full-on tights to Churchill's. Just imagine that.
That's why I stopped eating before
Those
shows.
bathroom tights.
No, we do not.
That's why we don't eat before shows. We definitely don't have dairy. That is, I think, a full ban of if you're gonna eat, don't eat dairy prior to the show.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
You can eat whatever you want after the show, which that's actually, we have like a post-band ritual, which will be find the nearest Denny's or IHOP
Hey, go ahead.
and
Have breakfast.
Yep. And what?
And what?
Oh yeah.
I said go have
Go
breakfast.
there and have breakfast. Tony, what are you saying? I can't hear you.
Have breakfast.
That's
Yeah,
only
we'll
more.
have breakfast. Go have breakfast at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, because there have been shows that late.
Yeah.
Random funny memory I have of Churchill's was at the door. The security guy, I remember I was standing next to Britt, and he's like, Brittany from Jamina, what's up, girl? How you doing? Da-da-da, come right in. And he stops me. He goes, $5, bro. I'm like, I'm in the band you were just bragging about. He's like, you are? Britt. I'm like trying to get her attention because he didn't believe I was a part of the band. I was like,
Yeah, like
God,
it's a guitar player. Meanwhile, I had the opposite happen. I'll never forget. We had a show at the legendary Seminole Theater, and at that show, it was like rock night at Seminole Theater. There's a bunch of really great local bands, super memorable. But like the guys were going in, and then there was a guy who stopped me at the door and was like, "Oh, band only," and I'm like, "This guy." I'm like, "I'm the lead singer of the band, dude. Like, I'm not a groupie, I swear. What the heck?" So it's weird. Where like people, it's not the first time. There's been at least 2 times that guys will like just assume that I'm just with the band, and I'm like, boy, like. It's not one of those like
with the band, but not like that.
Absolute respect, man. Like, don't go assuming things.
I think we've all been in that kind of point, because the one that I always get is the I'm going to go set up, and especially when I had like my analog set up, so I'm bringing my cab and my head and all that stuff. And I remember one of my earliest shows at Churchill's, the sound guy, his actual name is Rap Bastard. Rap Bastard is watching me set up, and then he goes, "All right, man, after you're done setting up, go back to the front door so that you can pay." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know you're helping your friends set up, so after you're done setting up, just go back to the front to pay." I'm like, "Dude, I'm playing tonight." He's like, "You are?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on next." "What band are you in?" And I was in another band at the time. He's like, "You sure?"
No,
Dude, I'm just here for shiggles.
Oh,
yeah. So
that is going to be my new favorite word.
yes, that should be the name of your next dog.
Yes.
That's
Although he's still early enough, I can change his name.
see if he responds to Shiggles.
it's kind of scary. He's kind of quiet right now, so I'm just gonna leave him alone.
Totally.
Leave it.
Yeah. But yeah, never assume anything, guys, because anyone could play anything or do anything in a band.
Mhm.
Yeah, they could be moving heavy amps. You know, you just never know.
Yeah, like I don't understand some people like that too, because I mean, there's a few bands around here that, and there's a few places and pubs and stuff around here that are the same way. It's like, no, come on now.
Yeah, I don't know why. First, why someone would like automatically jump to some of those thoughts, but the second part is like you let it come out of your mouth. Like you didn't, the filter, stop it.
It is funny to hear people's reactions. Like Brett and I, for people who don't know, we're married. When I tell people my wife and I are in a band together, they immediately think that we're like this acoustic, like cute band or something. Yeah. They're like, oh, that's so cute, and I'm like, no, we're a metal. I mean, it's cute, but we're not that kind of band. And I have to explain to them, and they're like, but you guys are so calm and so nice. And we're like, yeah, we get mad on stage. That's why we're nice.
How do you do that? I'm happy on stage. I had a friend, she's not used to metal, and we play like alternative metal. We're not too heavy, but you know, we're like too heavy to be rock at times. And she came out strictly to support. She came to Black Flamingo.
Metal is
calming.
Metal is calming, number one. Very cathartic. But the friend, she was like, I think you smile too much on stage. Like, aren't you supposed to like look angry? And I was like, no. I listen to the words. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not mad. Like, am I trying to be tough at times? Maybe. But I also really want the connection with the audience. And I know that the way that is like smiling at them, having them smiling back, engaging. But it's really fun because it's from a different perspective altogether, you know? She's not used to music. She's not used to metal at all. So I found it funny.
Yeah, we actually all kind of smile now that I notice it.
Oh yeah, we communicate. We have fun. We have fun. We communicate with each other visually, like without even saying words. We know exactly what we're saying to each other. When we mess up, we all look at each other like, "Whoops." We'll poke fun of each other for sure. Like there's definitely our personalities definitely are there.
Yeah.
And I saw in the comments somebody about heavy gear and carrying. No, not anymore. Nope.
We win.
Moving heavy amps is what I live for.
Yeah.
Hello,
Tony.
How you doing?
That is what we should put on a shirt.
Tony as a Hydra.
Tony as a Hydra, playing at least 3 of the instruments that he knows how to play.
Oh, you do the King Ghidorah thing.
That sounds pretty cool.
Tony as King Ghidorah.
The King Ghidorah means so there's that one dumb one.
Yeah.
Bro, Migs is hilarious. She's lagging so bad.
There you go.
Fine. How many people do you see?
How many people do you see?
What do you mean body?
Ooh.
What do you mean you bought my ticket to Bless the Fall?
Ooh. Our setup here, we have phone on tripod and we have TV screen so that we could try to see
awesome.
Too far from here.
Nope.
That's
fine.
Never know.
Yeah,
it's
always fun. But yeah, kaiju shirts. But not to steal their tagline, but I definitely feel Jamina falls within that same line because August Burns Red they have a quote line that they say they make angry music for happy people, and I definitely feel that is us. Like we make aggressive music that's not all about like decapitation.
True. Wow. That was somewhere I wasn't expecting. Wow, Biggs.
Oh my god.
What?
I
anyway.
For our Facebook that was like that we're heavy to prompt the individual and beautiful to inspire the masses.
Right.
Because if you listen to our lyrics, it's really about coming from a hard place and there being some kind of resolution or some kind of a way to cope with what's going on throughout the story of the song, or some journey going on. So we're, again, all parents. We're all, 9-to-5ers or 8-to-4ers. We are complex, tired individuals. So for the everyday person who just needs to feel as though someone hears their struggle, then man, we're that music. Sing and cry, or sing and smile. Whatever's gonna make you feel good, but it'll make you feel good.
Yeah. So, on that kind of trend, we'll say, what is the best advice that you've been given, and do you have any advice for the newer musicians out there starting?
Oh. Tony, you play a bajillion instruments. What?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough
I mean, I think that I don't know. I think that the best thing that they've ever told me is the rule of KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
I like
Fast.
that.
And you know, you can make something simply complicated, you
Yep.
know, but just keep it simple, stupid. It's not that hard.
Practice is always the main thing. There's no secret course or anything to do to make you a better musician. It's just a matter of practice. And I think as a band, when you're finding people, I think that's the hardest part when it comes to music, is finding a team that you can blend with. So I would say that's important too, that if you're ready to get into an involvement with a band and friends, make sure you guys gel personally before you get involved. Because I think
It's
for
not
us
just
here,
a band; it's a relationship.
The relationship.
Tony is literally my brother. I've known him for 20 years plus now at this point, I think, or 20 years.
And you said what, 205?
Yeah.
2005?
Yeah.
So
we're a family.
Yeah, pretty much 20 years.
And they basically adopted me since I so.
Yeah, like I said, he lives really close. like this happens very often.
Yeah, so we're always hanging out.
I love it.
We not only, because I know a lot of people that as a band they end up yes.
Oh no, he's going in a different direction with that.
I know a lot of bands that basically they only interact when they are a band, and then they live separate lives, and a lot of those bands end up just fizzling and fading out. But we all we are a family. We're constantly talking to each other. I live down the street from them, so I'm always over here
eating our food.
Offer him the food. I'm like, what was the last time
We all
you
have friends like that.
He's like, I had to wake up for lunch. I'm like, no, here's the plate.
Right now.
What's weird is you guys have each been in a couple bands. This is my only band. I chorus in school, but other than that, never really had an outlet. So a lot of the musicianship that happened in my life was just in my room alone. So I didn't really start getting advice until writing to the music that Paul and Tony had already written, and just hearing their ideas of, hey, maybe you should try this, or try to listen a little more carefully, and you'll be able to tell when we're changing to a different section, like when it's becoming the verse or when it's becoming the chorus. So they've helped me understand adding music to what I would do, because it was just all in my head, and I don't play an instrument well. But in chorus, I did learn a lot of making sure that you're warming up, making sure that you are trying to save your voice through different techniques. And something really cool is I got to do a master class with Flor Jansen of Nightwish, and that was one of the
Oh,
coolest things
wow.
ever. I like
Yeah.
today I'm amazed that it happened. I told him about the opportunity maybe with 1 day or 2 days notice. It was pre-kids. It was like $99 all the way in Tampa, and we're doing it like this. We're doing it. We're going, and it was really great because there was maybe 10 people total.
Mhm.
She had us perform a song for her, and was giving us personalized advice, and something that, as someone from chorus, I always had more of like, I guess, as you say, classical feel to my voice. I've
Mhm.
had a lot of trouble pushing from my diaphragm, and that was what she was trying to have me do. She's like, you really need to engage your core.
Yeah.
You need to learn what these muscles are to help them support and push your sound. And that was probably the only like constructive thing that she honed in on when she was listening to my performance of a Nightwish song, which I don't know why I did that. So it was really good to hear, like, okay, as a singer, know your techniques that are going to improve your sound because you are the instrument. And she
Right.
mentioned to also try to make sure you're healthy too, because again, you're the instrument. So yeah, I don't think there was no one really giving me advice. I was kind of a loner.
That's incredible, though.
Just gave a whole.
Like, she is amazing.
I talk too much. Yeah, she's like, that's what I was saying, Evanescence and symphonic metal bands, Nightwish
Mhm.
included. I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
blown away.
No, that's, I mean, I've loved Nightwish for years, and that's awesome. All right. So unfortunately, I would love to stay and chat more, but Instagram is going to kick us off in a couple of minutes. Is there any other questions in the chat, or do you guys have anything else you would like to add?
Throw some questions at us.
Right?
Um,
We're getting
Maybe
love
I'll talk a little.
emojis though.
Not much more to add other than, you know, well, yeah, follow us,
Follow us.
obviously.
Absolutely.
When you go to shows, I can't again address how much it helps when you are taking your pictures, you're taking your videos, and you're tagging the band,
Yeah.
because you're then able to keep those memories. But we don't see that, and we don't get things to promote or to show people that we're doing stuff, or to show people the perspective of an enjoying audience
Mhm.
without that. So that's just really helpful. But yeah, I would say, like, check us out. Let us know if you like us. Tell a friend if you do. I wish we had a show to promote, but just, be in the know of when we're going to start dropping music.
Absolutely.
Photos, videos, tagging everyone. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Felicity Matter. Yes. And you start following up. Oh, my heart.
Right?
I love
That's
it.
your example.
Share. Yeah.
Yeah.
Questions in the chat. We're open to anything, or anything you want to know, because I know.
No, that's okay. Anything that was pretty much said that I have on my little screen over here, so we're good.
Oh, here goes my wife, Migs, at the OnlyFans comment.
They told Tony that he should start an OnlyFans and Migs would take pics.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd
Is that to
Does
help
that
us?
really surprise you, though? I mean,
My wife wanting to pick me out? No, it doesn't surprise me. No, not at all. I love her.
Oh,
Love
thank
you,
you,
babe.
Megan.
Thank
that's
you.
awesome. Well, it was really great to meet you guys, and I hope to do this again. And definitely let us know when you guys have a new single coming out so we can definitely promote it.
We have
Fun.
And we will go from there.
so that should be coming out.
Yeah, it was so nice meeting you too.
You
Besides
as well.
Mhm.
Thank
I know,
you.
right? While I was at work, hey, let's get together. It was awesome.
You
We'll
bang
definitely
over
do it again.
is this, but somehow also commenting, which is really cool.
Yeah. Well, there's a group of us. There's a group of four of us. So it is me, I'm Joe, and there's Jen, which runs the Bang Over Cults account, and there's Sierra, she's not here at the moment, and Nikki. So we kind of run it together. And
Cool.
It's usually Jen and I and Sierra on the lives.
Okay.
Nikki is there when she's not working. So, yeah, it's a group of us.
Sweet.
Fantastic.
You guys are doing great work.
Thank
you for what you
you
do.
very much.
Thank you.
And for the opportunity to come and hang tonight.
Got Wi-Fi now.
Absolutely. You know what? I mean, I do have to get across. I'm from Canada, so it's a little bit harder for me to get there.
But you're like
But
in
we'll definitely do.
now.
Right?
What?
Yep.
That's Canada.
Don't no.
It's cold. It's cold and snowy.
I wish.
I will show you after the
Bring this-
interview what it looks like outside right now.
Don't worry, I wore the sweater. Aesthetics more than anything.
Yeah. Like we're the type of people with body types that would appreciate the cold.
We're fluffy.
So
So am I. So it's all good.
so enjoy sweater weather.
I know, right? Well, again, it's been great chatting with you, and we hope to do it again soon. Bye, guys.
Likewise. Bye bye.
Bye.